Hi friends, it's Lindsey from the blog Books for Christian Girls, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you clicked on this video. We are discussing books, and mainly books I haven't read, which if you've followed my channel for a while, you know that I don't like sharing about books I haven't read, so that's why I don't typically do book hauls. But I did one last year, and I had really good success thus far with all the books that I hauled. Not all, but a good amount of all the books that I hauled I've read and enjoyed. I have a few left, and then I went to a few bookstores, and you know, with holiday ordering, I always give books to family members. At least one family member will get a book from me every year. It's just how it is. And then to reach free shipping, you have to order more books, so you know. I ended up ordering more than a few books. I received a few books for Christmas. So yes, I have quite a few books to talk about today, about 20, 30 roughly. I'm actually though going to break these up into 3 different categories or genres really, because my last book haul was just Christian fiction. I think I had a couple middle grade books in there, but otherwise it was all Christian fiction. This, I have mostly Christian fiction. I also have some manga, and I also have some manhwa, which is Korean comics. And I'm really excited to talk about all of those, but I feel like those that watch my channel are the most interested in Christian fiction, so I'm just going to talk about those first. That's going to be the majority of this video, and I'll put timestamps to the other parts if you'd like to watch those. So yes, there we go. There's our plan. Let's just go ahead and dive into it. Which book should I start with? Okay. We're just going to start with the book on top. Okay, so the publisher was super kind to send me Lifelight by Lynette Eason, which was on my anticipated reads list for January 4th, I believe this book released. And I was super, super thrilled. Thank you to the publisher once again. It wasn't quite my thing. It was a little creepier than I was expecting. So like if you like creepy books, you might check out this one. I thought it would be good for those who really like creepy suspense books. It is romantic suspense. But overall it wasn't bad. It was just very creepy for me personally. So I have read this one. I've read a few of these, not many. So, you know, we're going to talk about all the ones I've read first because I know the content in them. So there's my disclaimer. Ones I haven't read, obviously I don't know the content in. I don't know if I'd recommend it. Look into it at your own risk, basically. Because I do content reviews on my blog, and that, you know, that's what I do. I pay attention to content in books because I don't want to read anything triggering, and I don't want to read icky things either. So, yes. But this one, yes, it was creepy, very creepy. But it was a good suspense book. Like, I felt very like, what's going to happen next? And I do plan to continue on with the rest of the series. So there's our first book. Actually, let's stick them back here. Should we stick them back here? Can y'all see it? There we go. Our next book is one I'm very excited to say that I own, though y'all have already seen it in my last video, and that was my favorite books of 2021, and that is The Debutante's Code by Vetsch. Oh my goodness, it's Regency with spies and art mysteries. I love it. I love it so much. Like, yes, that exactly is what I want. I gave this book 4.5 stars. It was one of my very favorite books from last year. I'm so happy to own it. I actually, though, originally read it on my library's Hoopla app, which that is a really nice app. Like, I was very shocked. I think it depends. Some libraries have Libby, some have Hoopla. But Hoopla, I like it. There's no waiting. I like it. Some of the selections have been pretty good, too. So I was really impressed. But I read this one as an ebook. And before the ebook got returned back, and you actually have 21 days to read it on Hoopla. At least that's how my library does it. But I can only do 5 a month, which is a little hard, but it's fine. They have to pay for each time I do add a copy, so I want to make sure I read the copies I request, so it's okay. Okay, going back on topic though. When I read this book as an ebook, I actually made notes on pages that I liked. Like I physically wrote down the page numbers, so I'm actually going to annotate this copy with sticky notes, because I really enjoyed a lot of different parts in this book. So, yay! I own it now. I'm so excited. There we go. Looking nice. Next, we have another book that was actually on my favorite books of 2020. 2021 list, and that is The House at the End of the Moor by Michelle Gripe. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars. I could have given it more, but there was a few parts I wasn't the biggest fan of, but elsewise, really enjoyed it. I like this author's writing style a lot. She's one that I will be continuing to watch and maybe check out some of her past books. But yes, I've talked about this book in its own separate video, and then I talked about it in my favorite books. This is going to be a book I talk about a lot, so that's okay. It was really good. Okay, the next book is the last one for this category that I've read. Well, technically. Anyway, that is Freedom Song by Kim Sawyer. I read this book. Now, this author wrote one of my all-time favorite books, The Librarian of Boone's Hollow, which I love that book. Apparently, there's a sequel coming out. I gasped. I posted on Instagram. A bunch of y'all gasped in my DMs as well, because we're all just so excited about a sequel to that book. But this one was her new release that came out, I believe it was this past year. Wasn't this at 2021? Yes. And it was just really sweet. If you like historical romance, I think you would probably enjoy this one because it's just a very classic, very sweet feeling book. She goes through a lot of different things. A lot of different topics are covered in this. But it never felt overwhelming. It was just very much a real life for this time period, and I really enjoyed that. I thought it was interesting. Continuing on, we have, I'm so excited about this one, Herein Lies by Olivia Smit. I have not read this one. We're moving on to the ones I have not read now, and I'm so excited. This is contemporary YA. It is the sequel to Seen Voices, which was one of my favorite books of last year as well. I'm excited. I'm just so excited. I can't say much. It's the sequel. Really enjoyed the first book about Skylar, and yes, super excited to read the second book. I'm so excited. Like, I really want to read this one this month. Like, I'm so excited about this one. In my last book haul, I talked about different websites like christianbook.com, where I order quite a few books, Alibrius, Baker Book House, and quite a few of those all came from those places as well this year. So, exciting. I do really like Alibrius for new books, though. The main deal is you just have to get the free shipping. And so I was ordering books for Christmas gifts, and I couldn't reach the free shipping amount. So I'm like, oh no, let me just look at my wish list. So that's what I did. So these next 2 books I ordered from Olivia's, and that is The Apprentice by Kristen Young. I have heard a lot of people talk about this book. It's a science fiction-y dystopian book, which I love my dystopian books. I'm sad not many are being published anymore. I really don't recall too much about this book. Yeah, I really don't know too much about this book. It's published by Enclave, so I'm very curious about trying it out. I did get the paperback version. The hardback was pricey for my taste. And I don't really care hardback or paperback wise. So I was curious in trying this out. But yes, it's a dystopian-ish sci-fi fantasy book. So I'm excited to try it out. It looks interesting. The next one is one I'm super excited to read because I've been hearing friends just rave about it over on Instagram. And that is The Storyteller's Daughter by Victoria McCombs. I've heard so much. It's a let's see if I can pronounce the name. Rumpelstiltskin? Is that the name? Is that how you pronounce it? You know, you always see these words and you read these words, but then when it comes to getting them out of your mouth and pronouncing them, it doesn't always go well. That's me on a daily basis. But yes, super duper excited to read this one. I've been hearing a lot about it. I'm also just really excited to try out this author's writing style because her new book, Oathbound, is releasing this year, and I talked about it in my anticipated reads of 2022. That's going to happen a lot this first quarter, isn't it? But yes, I want to try that one out, but I thought I would try this one out first. Maybe I'll get to this one before Oathbound. But yes, it just looks really interesting. Fairy tale retellings. I'm always curious to know more. Okay, this next stack of books I'm pretty excited to talk about. These are more of my wild card books, though. I don't really know too much about these. I got a really good deal. and I was excited. There was a bookstore back by our old house called Mardell's Christian Book Supplies or something like that, and it's connected to the Hobby Lobby family. And I would be in there weekly. Like, the managers all knew me. Most of the employees knew me. I was the girl that was constantly handing out authors bookmarks and pens and whatnot like that. Everyone knew me, to say the least. And we were in there weekly. But since we moved a bit farther away, we don't go there often. And when we do go there, I don't typically find any bargain books that I'm like, I'm interested in this one, but my library has it, so I'll just get it from there, kind of thing. And they used to do a bunch of like dollar books, like a bunch of fiction books from like 2-3 years prior would be $1. Well, they bumped it up to $3, which, I mean, I'm okay with that in all reality. Like, I was thinking about it while I was there, and it's like, if I ordered these off of thrift books, they would be used, and they'd be about the same, if not a bit more. So, you know, $3 to $5 for a book, I'm just going to go with it. And I did go with it. So, do I want to talk about this book first? Well, let's talk about the book I was most excited to find. So excited to find. Wait, Coming Attract, the sticker's covering it. I haven't removed these stickers because I wanted to tell y'all, this was $3. $3! And this is Coming Attractions by Robin Jones Gunn, which is book 3 in the Katie Weldon series. Now, why was I so excited? Why did I literally go, when I saw this book on the shelf at a $3 price? I would have paid full price for this book. Like, I'm not even kidding. And why is that? Because for the past 4-5 years, I have been searching for this edition. I've got the rest of her series in this edition, but the third book. Anytime I'd order the third book, it would be the first edition. And I wanted these second editions. I think these are the second editions. But regardless, I wanted this edition because of the spine would match up with my other ones. Is that petty or aesthetically silly? Yes, however, that is who I am. So I was so excited. Like, I would have paid full price for this, but for paying it for $3, I snatched it so fast. So yes, I'm so excited. And now that it's completed, the series, in the sense of in this edition on my bookshelf, I should read them. Because I've never read the Katie Weldon series, and the Christy Miller series is a much, much, much loved series. So I'm going to try to make it more of a priority this year to get that series read, reviewed, and hopefully read these for the first time as well. So, yes! Oh. Did y'all hear that? That was my hip. Okay. I am too young to sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies. Okay. So the thing with Mardell's bargain books is they get them from other bookstores. So like this one has another bookstore, another place's sticker, and I don't shop there, so we're removing that sticker. And the thing is, Mardell's books, the stickers come off really easy, except for Thomas Nelson ones like this. This one I could lose part of the cover. But if you haven't seen my video, now it's an old video, it's a little cringy, I'm gonna admit, but I have a whole video on how to remove stickers from books, like a no heat method, that I find really handy. I use it on all of my books, and I will explain more why on another book. But yes, so this one is Love and Other Mistakes by Jessica Kate, published by Thomas Nelson. I've never read this author's book, but when I was there at the bookstore, I was on my phone looking on Goodreads to see if any of my friends had read this, what they rated it, if anyone loved it, if they disliked it, if there was content notes, and I couldn't really find too much about it. So it's gonna be a wild card. Most of these are wild cards. Like the next, 5 are kind of wild cards I don't really know too much about, but I didn't see anything that gave me a red flag or even a yellow flag. So we're just gonna try this one out. It looks like a cute rom-com type book. It looks like it's the whole enemies to lovers trope, which isn't per se my favorite, but we'll try it out. I don't know. I haven't read a Thomas Nelson book lately that I really, really enjoyed. I feel like the faith content has been getting a bit weaker, but that one actually mentions God on the back cover, so I'm hoping it will be a little more spiritually filled than some of their other books. The next 3 books are kind of connected in a way. They are all suspense books, and I would like to read more suspense books this year if I can handle it. But I used to be huge into suspense books, y'all. Like, that used to be my top genre, was suspense and mystery books. And now, mind you, that was in college when I was doing my minor in criminal justice. But I still really enjoy suspense books to a degree. So I found these. These were ones I was already interested in with my library. And they were like $3 to $5. So I'm like, fine, I just got paid. Let's do it. So I did it. And the first book is Nightfall by Nancy Mehl, which is book 1 in this new series. I believe the 3rd book's coming out. This one, though, like, it looks creepy. So, you know, we might just keep pushing this one off. Like, I'm okay with a little bit of scary, like, in all reality, in my fiction books, because they're fiction. I just remind that to myself multiple times, and I'm fine. But sometimes, like, if the author's really good, I'm like, okay, goosebumps, this is getting creepy. Let me just turn on all the lights in the house, kind of thing. So I feel like this might be that one. I'm a little nervous. But I've heard a couple friends talk about it, so I'm like, okay, I'll try it out. It's $3. I'm weak. I also really enjoy books about the FBI, so we're just gonna see. We'll see about that one. But I don't know. I didn't realize. I thought it was a duology, but the 3rd book is coming out, I think, this summer. So I probably will wait until it comes out, because it sounds like it's following the same girl the entire time. I think that's accurate. That could not be accurate, but yes, we'll see. Oops, we're leaning. Something like that. Okay, next book is Unknown Threat by Lynn H. Blackburn, which is book 1. Yes, is book 1. However, I have not read any of this author's books, I believe. I'd have to check on Goodreads. I maybe have read a novella, but I don't feel like I've read any of this author's books. Yeah, her other ones were the dive team investigators, and I'm not into that field of criminal investigation. That's not my style of water. I don't do water. So I thought I would try out this one. The sequel is coming out, I believe, this year as well. We'll see. Again, FBI special agent. I feel like the back cover is kind of very vague on what happens. It's very typical romantic suspense back cover, if we're being frankly honest. But I thought I would try it out. I haven't read this author's books. I didn't see too many friends who had this one on Goodreads. So, well, you will see. The next book is one I am actually really excited for, so much that I paid $5 for it, and that is Everywhere to Hide by Siri Mitchell. Now, Siri Mitchell wrote 2 of my favorite historical books, which is Like a Flower in Bloom and Flirtation Walk. I love those 2 historical books by her. And then she's branched out and done a couple suspense books. So, I saw this one. This was the one of her 2 suspense books that interested me the most, and I saw it, so I grabbed it, and here we are. The main girl is a law school graduate, and she has a condition where she cannot recognize faces, which is super not great when she sees a killer and the killer goes after her, kind of thing. So, again, wouldn't really want to be in that position, but I thought the concept of someone who doesn't recognize faces, I thought that would be interesting to read about, because I've seen that a lot in K-dramas, but I don't know if I've read it. Maybe once or twice before I've read it in a suspense book, but I thought it would be interesting to try this one out. So, yes, those 4 are definitely chance books. I don't know anything about them really, besides what I could find on Goodreads. The next book is the last book I bought at Mardell's, and it is in the same concept that I think 2 of my Goodreads friends had added this book to their list, and that is the Hadley Academy for the Improbably Gifted by Conor Grennan. Hardback, $3, middle grade-ish juvenile fiction. Has a map though, y'all. I just whacked myself with the book cover, but y'all, it has a map. So I was very intrigued. I've looked at this book before there, and then they lowered it to $3, and I went, okay, well, okay, I'll try it. Because it's published by Tommy Nelson, which is more of the middle grade than YA. And it's about a boy who is suffering through another awkward school day when he suddenly finds himself transported to the Hadley Academy, a secret institution that tracks teens with unlikely gifts and trains them to protect the world from an unseen squad of killers. I think only like 1 or 2 of my Goodreads friends had added it to their shelves. Like nobody had read it. There wasn't much about it. I thought I would try it. Why not? So these next 4 I ordered from Thrift Books, and while I don't always agree with how they rate the condition of a book I receive, I have to say their customer service is fantastic, and that's truly what keeps me ordering from them. So like these first 2 books, okay, well number 1, I had a couple books in my cart, and then I noticed, oh, I have a free book that's expiring tomorrow. Oh, then I have to order more books. So I only ordered 4. I thought I did great self-control. So the first 2 books I have is The Sound of Diamonds and The Sound of Emeralds by Rachel Ray, and this is book 1 and 3 in the Steadfast Love series. For some reason, they only had 2 new. However, these are both library book copies, and I really don't like having ex-library book copies on my bookshelves. So Thrift Books was very kind and refunded me, which I really appreciate their customer service. But I really enjoyed these a few years ago. I think I gave them each 4 stars, all 3. And I thought I would reread them. I thought it would be fun. But yeah, definitely not thrilled with the condition of them. Like this one, oh my goodness, y'all. This is why I do lemon essential oil on any book I receive, new or used, because they can be filthy. Like that's insane, y'all. That was just from this book, front and back, like wise. This is why I use like lemon essential oil, y'all. I swear. It works fantastic to get stickers off of books and dirt and Sharpie off of shiny covers. Like it's a really good thing. Stick those there. We're getting a little precarious over there, but that's okay. Continuing on with Thrift Books ones, I ordered Love Finds You in Hope, Kansas by Pamela Griffin. This is one of the few Love Finds You books left that I haven't read. There's a few stragglers, but this one was only about $4. And I'm like, let's just try it out. The main girl gets a letter from her late sister's husband pleading for help with their 6 children, and it gives her a chance to escape her troubles. And then when she arrives at the cabin, she's in for a bigger shock that her brother-in-law did not write the letter. The children did. So, I don't know. I could like it. I could not like it, if we're being honest. But I thought I would give it a try. It's one of the few I haven't read, and my library didn't have it. So. And then the last Thrift Books book is one I've actually had my eye on for years, and I've been waiting for them to possibly get it in. And that is Point and Shoot by Allison Stone. This book came out when? When did this book come out? 2016. So yes, I've known about this book since 2016 because I saw it in a christianbook.com catalog. And the title, the cover really got me intrigued. So yes, it's a suspense book. She's always put family first, and that's why she works at her family's dance company instead of pursuing a career in law enforcement. But then when her best friend is murdered and she suspects foul play, she has to find things out. So yes, I'm looking forward to reading it. I've never read anything by this author before, but just the title got me really interested, and then the back cover got me even more interested. Okay, my camera battery is fussing at me, but hopefully it will make it through. We don't have too many books left. Well, that might be a lie. But anyway, hopefully it will be okay. So the next ones I ordered from Paperback Swap, which I used to be huge into Paperback Swap. Gosh, back at the beginning of BFCG, I was always on there requesting books, sending out books, and I recently renewed my membership on there, or rejoined. And when I was randomly looking on there, just looking randomly at the Christian fiction books that were available, this book caught my eye, and that was The Messengers Discovered by Lisa M. Clark. And this is a dystopian book that I've never heard about in the Christian fiction industry. It was published in 2016 by Concordia, and Concordia actually published one of my very favorite books, The Story People by Heather Kaufman. I love that book, but I was just shocked to see a dystopian book in the Christian market that I didn't know about and hadn't read. So I requested this one. I don't know too much about it, but I'm very interested. Let's put that one here. Okay. And then one thing I really like about Paperback Swap is it is super easy to get guidepost mysteries because they can be expensive. And technically they don't have guidepost mystery novel doesn't have an ISBN number. So it may ISBN. ISBN? What is the name? ISBN. Sorry y'all. ISBN number. And so it makes it a little difficult to search for them on there, but if you just search like the title, the author, even the series name, you can find them. And that has been where I've gotten the large majority of all my guidepost books. And with that, I ordered 2 books that aren't here yet. They are in the Tea Room Mystery series. I was going to wait until they came, but I was too excited to film this video. And yes, I haven't enjoyed the Tea Room Mysteries as much as I've enjoyed other guidepost mysteries like The Secrets of the Blue Hill Library, Secrets of Mary's Bookshop. I've really enjoyed those too. The Tea Room Mysteries have not been my favorite thus far, but these were the next 2 books I didn't have, and then I've got a good amount of the next one, so I just wanted to get those. See, I probably won't finish the series, but I wanted to review as much as I could in order of the number of the books, and these were the next 2 I needed, so that's what that was about. And then the last 2 Paperback Swap books I ordered were also guidepost mysteries, and that is Family Secrets and River of Life. Oh wait, they're by different authors, I forget this. So Family Secrets by Becky Melby, and then River of Life by Kathleen Yabarbo. And these are books 1 and 2 in the Secrets of the Wayfarer Inn series, which is a newer series, but it's already up to like book 16. I don't know if I'll read the entire series or go try to get all of the rest of them, but I thought I would just get the first 2 and see what I think. Woo! Okay, y'all, there is, oh, y'all can't really even see those off to the side. There we go. There we go. These are the Christian fiction books. And then 2 more that haven't arrived, but yes, there we go. Those are the Christian fiction books. So moving on to the next section of this video, I have manga. But first, I do have a little middle grade book, and that is The Vanderbeekers Make a Wish by Karina Yan Glasser. This is book 5 in the Vanderbeekers series, which has become one of my absolute my favorite middle grade, secular middle grade series. I just think it's so cute. I love the normal family elements of it. It's got good maps at the beginning. And yes, this book just released last year in September. I completely forgot about it, so I put it on my Christmas list and I was excited to get it. So yes, book 5. I hope I like it. I hope the series continues to be good. Okay, now manga. Y'all, I grew up around manga, and like the sense of my sister is a huge Sailor Moon fan, and Gundam Wing, and One Piece, and lots of different ones. I'm just naming the ones I know, but no, she's a huge Sailor Moon fan. So I've always grown up knowing about anime and manga, but I've never really been interested in it myself until I got into, these past couple of years, got into Korean manhwa, which is Korean comics. And then I've kind of branched out into manga, which I read 2 series I really enjoyed and therefore had to buy. So that is Love and Focus volumes 1, 2, and 3, and it is by Yoko Nogori. I'm sorry, I don't know any Japanese, so I apologize. But Love and Focus follows a high school photography club, and of course there's a love triangle. Look at these covers. Of course there's a love triangle. But I just really enjoyed this. The photographer in me just got so excited about seeing a photographer main character, and they were really cute. Like, let's see. Like the first photo, very cute, and then of course the rest is in black and white as typical for a Japanese manga. But yes, I read these and I really enjoyed them. I did start a shelf on Goodreads about manga and manhwa, but I'm not, like, when I post a review to it, I won't be having it go out into all my feed, like where you get you see me in your feed, right? If you're friends with me or you follow me, whatever, you see me in your feed. I'm not having it do that for my manga books or my manhwa ones because I feel a little strange doing that for some reason. But yes, if we're friends and then you look up a series and then you can look and see if I've commented about it. Because I do mention content about these, particularly cussing. These were clean, and then the next series was clean. But I've had a few that weren't clean, and like just in the past couple of weeks, I've read a couple of series that I'm like, okay. But yes, so yes, I do have a manhwa shelf on Goodreads if you'd like to check that out and see which ones I enjoyed. I've got content reviews for all of these. They're not quite as in-depth as my typical content reviews, like for Christian fiction, but they give a general overview. So the next series is also by that same author, and that is Those Not So Sweet Boys. It is volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then I pre-ordered number 5 because I thought the series was finished, and it is not. It's going to go to book 7. So, very cute. I love high school drama. I don't know why I love high school K-dramas, high school books, private school books. I love all of that. So, yes, this was very much my cup of tea. Very cute. Just so cute. It's so mean, though, that they tease you with this lovely, full-colored aesthetic that I just love. And then it goes into black and white and gray. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Because I'm spoiled with my Korean manhwa is full in color, and I love it. But, yes, this one was just really cute. I love my sweet, sweet manga books. And both of these series were definitely that. So look at that. Look at that. Woohoo. There we go. Okay, my next books. I am so excited to talk about these. They were so heavy. Okay. So they come in plastic wrap, so let me get all these off while I explain what we're doing here. Okay, so as some of y'all may know, I have been learning, oh my word, I just opened this for the first time, sorry, okay. Okay, I'm so excited about this. As some of y'all may know though, I have been learning Korean for a number of years, and I really truly enjoy it. One fun activity though I do is read Korean manhwa. I honestly do prefer manhwa over manga thus far, but I think that's also because I understand more of the cultural things in a manhwa versus with Korean culture versus a manga with Japanese culture, and like I can also like read the little like SFX. I don't know the sound effects that happen or like anything like that, and I love that. That's like a little more. It's a little more of into the story, and I love that I'm able to read that, so that's why I prefer manhwa. But I did an order with Aladdin, which is a Korean bookseller. They do ship to the US. There are tutorials online. I ordered 7 books, which is, to be fair, would I have paid this much for normal like fiction books? No, I would not. I would have looked for a better deal. However, I had really high hopes these past couple of years to spend my golden birthday in Seoul or in Jeju. I would have loved to spend it in Jeju, but which was back in June 22nd. I turned 22, my golden birthday, and I really, really wanted to travel. Obviously, that didn't happen in 2021. So this was kind of like, partially this is like my birthday gift to myself, very late. And then also there's a series in here that I absolutely love. So I was a moment of weakness. I had my paycheck. That's what happened. The first book. Okay, this first book is oh gosh, this is a hard word for me to pronounce, if we're being honest. 능력 있는 신녀님. Nope, maybe, possibly. Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. Speaking is still not my forte. Reading, I can handle it. But this is A Capable Maid is the series. And this is actually a novel. Oh, y'all, is this above my reading level? Yes. Yes. Like, yeah, it's completely above my reading level. Oh my word, it's fully in Korean. I knew it was going to be fully in Korean. Why am I shocked? Okay, but yes, I'm super excited about this one. I have read... It wouldn't be a video if Daisy didn't bark in it, y'all. Let's be honest. So, I have read the what has been posted thus far in unofficial English. The unofficial English translation of the manhwa of this story, which I really have enjoyed. And it's pretty. Like, that's one thing. Like, y'all, these covers, these spines, they're just pretty. So, this is thick. This is 556 pages. That would be intimidating in English. Never mind my second language. Yeah, okay. Well, will I ever get to this? Possibly. I'll probably just like randomly go through it and just see what I can recognize. See what words catch my eye to learn. It's not going to be like... It's going to still look pretty pristine here in a few years is what I'm saying. But yes, there we go. We're how to do this. There we go. Okay. Then, moving into actual manhwa, actual like comic book like things, we have Inso의 법칙, which is translated as Inso's Law, or My Life as an Internet Novel, I think is its other one. And this is a series that I have really enjoyed. It's going to be quite a long series. I just ordered the first version of it. But see how they're all full in color? Like, I'm spoiled. I am fully spoiled, and I'm aware of it, of colored comics. Like, I love it. I love it so much that they're colored, and it's got a little more emotion and whatnot. So this one is just really cute. I have made it an unofficial rule to myself, though, that before I can order, like, you'll see I've got, like, book one of this series, book one of another series, book one of another series, that I have to read the book in its entirety, study with it, before I can order the next volume, the next copy. We'll see if I stick with that because of shipping costs. But the idea is a great concept. But yes, this one is super cute. I'm excited. I've read a lot of spoilers about this series. So, yes, there we go. Okay, the next book is... This is interesting to me, is in Korea they have all their books plastic wrapped, which is a fascinating concept to me in general. But this one is 어쩌다 당연한 진로, which gets translated to... What does it get translated to? I'm trying to think of its English title. It's most commonly known as Extraordinary You, which is because of the drama based off of this series. You can kind of see it. I really enjoyed that drama, so I thought I would... Oh, this is pretty. Oh, there's a thingy. What's this? 대표 만화 목록. Oh, it's like a flyer for other ones. Okay, fun. But yes, I really enjoyed this drama, so I'm like, you know what, let me just try. And it's all about a girl who found out she is living inside a manhwa, a comic book. So, and like just trying to like figure things out. And she's not even the main character of the manhwa. And the drama was just so entertaining. And I thought I would try it out, see what I can learn. But yes, ta-da. I don't know if this section will really interest anyone, but I'm just super excited. Like, I've been waiting to order so many of these for so long, and just have them physically and whatnot. Because originally I was going to buy most of these when I was in Seoul. I was going to go to the bookstores and physically buy them because obviously it'd be a bit cheaper. But now feeling how heavy these are, I don't know how I would have made it back shipping-wise. I probably would. Does that stuff in it? Oh, but like carry-on-wise, I would have gone over. I would have had to mail. Oh my goodness, they came with postcards. Oh, how pretty are those? Oh, okay. Anyway, okay, so this is Yeonhee's 편지? 편지? Yes? Why do y'all have to use a font that's hard to read from my foreigner brain? Yeonhee. Yeonhee. I think it's pronounced Yeonhee. Yeonhee's 편지, which is Yeon's letter. And this actually was a webtoon on the app Webtoon by Naver, and it is available in English. There was some strong cussing in it, which I was a little annoyed about, but I'm really curious if it's in this Like, would it be in a physical or was it just translated? Kind of thing, because I see that a lot in K-dramas. They say a certain word or just like a sound of frustration and they translate it as like the F word, and that just really annoys me because no, that's not right. So I thought this was a really, really neat webtoon though, and I'm so excited. It was really neat. I cried at the end. It was just incredibly touching. She has found a letter in her desk, and I don't remember much else to say for fear of spoilers, but it came with pretty little postcards. Oh, that's so fun. I'm not mailing those out anywhere. Those can hang up because those are beautiful. But yes, it was like, it had like the little mystery element and whatnot. And I just really, really enjoyed it. Again, a high school book. Are we shocked? No, I just like my high school drama. So yes. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh. Did I show y'all the inside actually? But yeah, it's super cute. Super cute. Now, a bonus series I ordered because it actually released the day before I was fixing to do my order, and I just happened to see it. And this series I've been waiting for to be in physical edition. I've been waiting for it months. And it just officially ended in English. Well, technically it ends next week. I paid to see it ahead because I'm weak. But so this series is available. You can read it on the app Webtoon by Naver, I believe, or just Webtoon. It's a green little app. And this is easily my favorite, or second favorite perhaps, my favorite Korean one on there. And that is Swimming Lessons for a Mermaid. I just adore this series so much. It was so good. And obviously, it's about a mermaid who can't swim and becomes friends somehow with the swim captain at her school. And he starts teaching her how to swim. And it's just beautifully illustrated. One of my favorites. Where's the page I like? Like, it's super cute. And I'm just so excited to read this one in Korean. Like, it's got the swimming, and so it's got him chasing her, asking questions, and it was just super cute. It just ended. I absolutely adored it. I cried at the end of this one too because it was so bittersweet. But yes, I got collection 1, 2, and 3, which are all the ones that have been published thus far, but is not all. Wow, these are heavy. It looks like this third one ends on chapter 42, and the series just ended on chapter 101. So it looks like there's going to be more books. I'm super excited. I really, really adored this series. I am so excited. Like, this is the series I think I'll get to first because I'm still on that adrenaline high of the series just ended, and I just enjoyed it so much. It was so cute. Like, there were so many parts I just laughed out loud when reading it. And having read it in English, I think also that will help with my understanding and be able to figure out more what they're saying without the help of a dictionary. Though I will use a dictionary app while I'm doing it, but yes, super cute. So excited. So excited. I'm so excited. Wow, look how fun this is, y'all. Look how good they look. I love book hauls. I watch them often. Daisy. I don't typically do book hauls on this channel, as you know, but I really wanted to share about these books, particularly these books right here. This was a pure excuse for me to be able to talk about my Korean manhwa books. I feel like I'm grinning like a ninny, but that's okay. But yes, there we have it. My book haul. And a beagle barking. Daisy! Please stop! But, ta-da! Okay friends, I'm so sorry, my camera battery just died. It's fixing to die again. But I wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I've got a beagle barking. I would love to know if you've read any of these, especially these Christian fiction ones I don't know much about. And yes, thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all next time. Have an absolutely lovely rest of your day. I'm Lindsey from the blog booksforchristiangirls.blogspot.com, where in 2022 there is a new review every Monday and Friday. I hope to have a video on this channel every other Thursday, maybe sooner, that would be nice, and then I'll see y'all over on Instagram. So thank you so much for watching. Gotta go. Bye!